Howdy, howdy, howdy. 8:23 on a Sunday morning. Looking forward to going to work today, for sure. We did really well at that Congress tournament yesterday. I'm really happy about it. Um, when things come together, it's pretty cool. They haven't come together all the way yet, but we're getting there. I got my replacement sunglasses while I'm waiting for my real sunglasses to get fixed. These are from Office Depot. Strange place to buy sunglasses, huh? Well, I was there. I was waiting for Abraham to print some stuff out. And I was like, I need some replacement sunglasses. Why? Because the sun gets in my eyes. And I go, yow, 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 that hurts a lot. Like that, that's why. I got elementary public form coming up, and that should be some fun. We're still on that old topic, the one called reparations. We soon will transform into something that I hope is good, called winning that tournament like you know we really should. Because I've yelled at them a lot, and that means victory. I've correlated yelling with some winning time, you see. The more you yell, the more you win. The happier you are. If you are yelling constantly, you have world peace and happiness by far. No, it doesn't work like that. Okay? It doesn't work like that. Oh. You know, I gotta say, I gotta give props to my old AA sponsor. I'm not supposed to talk about being an AA member. That's okay. I'm not. I'm not an AA member, so I can talk about it. You know, they kicked me out of their little cult. They kicked me out of their silly little cult. But I don't care if they kicked me out of their silly little cult. Um, I still have nothing but mad love and respect for those people. My old sponsor, man, wise guy, helpful, kind, very good person. And, I just have. I mean, it's like I could fight with him, but you can't fight with him. That's the thing. I could try, but there's no point because uh, why bother? They're just like little peaceniks, bunch of little peaceniks. Anyway, I love them. I respect them, all of them, man. I mean, the people who are there all the time, being there for other alcoholics who come in and need them, it's important. It's huge. Saved my life. I try to be there for anybody who reaches out to me. But I've learned that just like they say in AA, it's attraction rather than promotion. It is always, in my opinion. Maybe if you like have a big intervention on a really hardcore somebody, I don't know, maybe. But to me, it's always a bad idea to talk to somebody about what they ought to do regarding their consumption of alcohol or other intoxicants. I don't think you can convince people of that stuff. I don't think you can persuade people to come in and quit drinking, and they got to decide that for themselves 100%. You can make it easier or harder for them to continue drinking, this whole like enabling thing. But frankly, alcoholics don't need a whole lot of enabling to drink. They're generally perfectly capable of doing so, right? So, kind of a weird idea, this whole enabling thing. Well, you're enabling her. You're enabling him. I'm enabling, making him more able. She's perfectly able as it is. Well, if he didn't have blah blah blah, then he wouldn't be able to blah blah blah. Bullshit, he'd figure out a way. That's it. It's bullshit. No such thing as enabling. There's encouraging, which is bad. I encourage you to consume this alcohol that you expressed a desire not to consume. There's discouraging. You shouldn't drink this. But there's not enabling. That denies the alcoholic his agency. And it's false. Fundamentally false. I'll tell you something else that's commonly believed that is absolutely false. That drug addicts and alcoholics consume drugs and alcohol because they are suffering some sort of emotional pain that they need to cover up. That is true for some types of alcoholic only. I believe there are those types, and in my mind, they should have either an easier time of it or maybe a chance to sort of healthy their way out of it. Like, the real problem isn't the alcoholism, right? Then if in fact somebody is trying to deal with pain, the real problem isn't the alcoholism. The real problem is the pain. If you get rid of that, presumably the alcoholism goes, or at least you don't miss the alcohol anymore, presumably, because you've solved the pain, which is what you're using alcohol for. Well, that's fine. If those people are like that, that's fine. That's not me, for sure. I'm almost 2 years sober. We're, sober, as I call it. And it's close to sober. But it's no alcohol at all. So the point is, 2 years out, I can tell you in no uncertain terms, I did not drink to cover up any pain. I did not drink to treat myself for my emotional suffering. What I am is tuned wrong. Like, this machine isn't operating well. If it were, I wouldn't feel so uncomfortable in perfectly comfortable circumstances. By which I mean, there was a constant need to I'm distracted. There was a constant need to either hurry up, like, come on, this is too slow, whatever it is, like, standing in the middle of a field. Hurry up, be more fieldy. Or it's, leave me alone. This thing is not too slow. I'm focused on it. You know what I mean? And I guess alcohol made it the second one. Not alcohol involved a lot of the first. I found good solutions now. I have ADD medication, which I've talked about before. One of the reasons why I say I'm sober is because that's the kind of medication that they don't like in Alcoholics Anonymous very much. They consider it speed, a drug. But I don't know. My problem was alcohol. And the thing is, the weird thing is, I'm just going by their book, you know? I am totally going by their book. I'm saying, listen, your book says we're only concerned about alcohol, and that alcohol is cunning, baffling, and powerful, and that everything else is a problem that's not a matter of concern for Alcoholics Anonymous. That's what the book says. But that's not how AA is practiced nowadays. The way AA is practiced nowadays, sobriety doesn't just mean no alcohol. It means certain prescription medications are out, you know, so it's too peaceful. You know, I remember my all praises due, immense eternal gratitude for you sponsor in AA telling me like he didn't write poetry anymore because too ego involved. I was like, fuck that, dude. Are you serious? See, I refuse to do that. I refuse to accept a spirituality that denies me the opportunity to celebrate the individualism that I have and denies everybody the opportunity to celebrate their individualism. There is nothing wrong with ego per se, as long as you are sufficiently meted up in your abstract modeling on it. It's got to be incorporated into a metaphysics, obviously. You can't just, you know, go around puffing your chest and being like a 2-year-old banging a 2-year-old Bart Simpson banging the pot. I am so great, I am so great. There has to be some understanding, though, of the ability of the individual, the rightness of the individual, celebrating him or herself as he or she manifests in this world, while simultaneously celebrating the manifestations of others in the same fashion, of somehow finding a way to consider one's own identity product as both utterly common and infinitely unique, as both of immense value and of zero tangible existence. Managing those things in a metaphysics is required either way. My take on it is that AA is a shortcut that allows people to avoid that metaphysics, avoid wrestling with the complications of that metaphysics, which is fine. Look, the thing is, it's about personality type too. It has a lot to do with what kind of addict you are, or alcoholic, or whatever. Most people are not, first and foremost, drawn to, inclined towards, good at, intuitively resonant with philosophy, metaphysics. So naturally, they seek existing answers rather than seek to build a model that most accurately represents the real force vectors that define the experience in question. Now, I am doing that last thing, so obviously I can't be a part of some inadequate model or some incomplete model or some model that doesn't work for me. Let's just put it that way. I can't be a part of that. So as a consequence, I'm doing it my own way. However, I get that a lot of people don't want to have to build their own model. Like, I don't want to build my own house. I want to have a house that somebody else built for me. Okay? That's just how I am. I don't want to build my own gate and fence and I don't want to build any of that shit. So I get it, you know? But I do want to build that with my own metaphysics. And I have. And it's successful so far. The key thing is to remember, for me, and to remind them about too, which, I mean, whatever, I don't care. Hey, even no matter how much I may disagree with this or that or the other thing, all praise is due, eternal thanks, you guys are the bomb. But I'm right about the book thing, right? I mean, I'm interpreting your book correctly by what it says, and you guys are ignoring it. And when I point that out, you don't like that. Just agree with your book. It says it's not about alcohol. We don't have any opinion about it. Why don't you just go with that? It's on the effing wall, right? Hey, I have no opinion on outside matters, blah, 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 blah. All that shit. Fucking listen to it. Why don't you just do it? Why don't you just follow your own rule and, not give people a shit about it, right? Anyway, thank you very much, though. I appreciate it. You saved my life. And normally people who have their life saved are a little bit more grateful than this. So, thank you. I appreciate it. Good job for saving my life. Sponsor, you are a wise, wise man. There's nothing wrong with you either, motherfucker. I love you.